Hi everyone! Happy New Year to you all, especially to my subscribers, family, and friends. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to record your composition in audio form. But first, don't forget to subscribe my channel, Music Man Teacher Dennis, and hit the notification bell to be informed on my latest videos. So let's get on with it. So first, you need a male audio cable, and you connect this end to the phone/output outlet of your KP110 keyboard. And you connect these two left and right jacks to the audio interface outlet. So just like in my last video, we need a printer cable. This end will connect to the USB port of your audio interface. And the other end to the USB port of your laptop. Next thing to do is to turn on my audio interface. So I'm now on my laptop. I'm going to click the window icon to search for my recording software or DAW, which is the Ableton Live 11 Lite. Before anything else, we have to go to Options, click Preferences to check if my audio interface has been detected. So I can see it's right here. This is my audio interface, the Focusrite USB ASIO. So we're good to go. Now, this kind of view is called the arrangement view in Ableton Live Lite. So I'm going to change this to the traditional track view because that's what I'm used to. So in here we have the MIDI tracks, we have the audio tracks. So since we're going to record audio, so we're going to use the audio tracks. So first of all, I'm going to arm this track, getting ready for recording. So that's the one. I'm going to check if my keyboard will work. It doesn't work yet because I haven't clicked the auto here. So now I can hear it. Okay. So I'm sure in a different recording software, there's some similar features of what I'm doing right now. So that would be very convenient for you. Just follow what I'm doing and then you'll be enjoying your composition. So I want to use a metronome. You know, metronome device, the one that helps you play a steady beat when you are playing. So in here we have the metronome. So I'm going to make this yellow so I can hear it while I'm playing. Some people or some musicians, they just prefer not to really hear the metronome. They just want to hear the preliminary beat with a metronome, and then the rest will be their own feel. So it will be kind of a natural kind of composition. So that's also a cool way of recording. In my case, I want to use a metronome all throughout because I want to put some more instruments after that. If it would be just a kind of free style, maybe I will be slowing down or playing a little bit faster, and when I put some other instruments while I record in another setting, it might not match what I'm playing. So it's important to use a metronome. So, and then I also want to set the tempo. This is quite fast. My song is a slow song, a romantic song. So I'm going to lower this tempo down. We can lower this by just typing the numbers. We can also lower this by just tapping the beat. This one I would like to use because I'm not so sure what is the number for my tempo. So I'm just going to use the tap here and do some feel like. Okay, that looks like my beat. It's quite slow, and that would be suited for my recording, my composition. So now I'm going to hit the record button and start playing. Now I'm just going to check whether the level of my keyboard is good enough, or maybe quite loud or quite soft. I'm gonna play a little chord here and check. So the meters are registering all green, so that's a good sign. There's no red, there's no, it's within range with a good sound. So I'm going to start recording now. So here we go. Oops, did you hear that? That was the metronome sound. And I feel it's quite loud. I'm going to adjust the metronome volume so it will not be too loud. So I can see that can find that in the arrangement view of this Ableton software. Let's check if it's still that kind of volume. Okay, so that sounds better for me. So one more thing I would like to adjust is the mode of my recording. So it can be mono or stereo. So I'm going to adjust this window to go to stereo setting there. Okay, so one more time. Just want to make sure that this track is the one that's gonna record. Okay, dokie. Now let me see. I think the speed was quite slow than I anticipated, so I'm going to increase this a little bit. Okay, maybe there. So let's see. Okay, that's better. Okay, that was quite long. I just want you to feel how recording is. Recording is trial and error. My recording happened to be just one time. Well, that's good. Sometimes I do it a lot of times, but right now I'm in good shape. All right, so particularly I chose the grand piano number 2 in the KP110 because I find it a little bit brighter than the rest of the grand piano sounds. So that's my choice. I like bright sounds, especially when recording. Now what else can I input? When you record, you always try to extend to the last sound of what you are recording. Just in case when you are stacking up more instruments, different instruments, and you will realize when you record it is very nice, but the ending is like it's cut, and then it will just clip off, and then you will be quite disappointed. I should have extended it for until the last little bitty sound is still heard. So that's why I really stayed until the sound was done. Also, when you record and you are doing the intro part, it's also good to leave a little bit of space before you really play. You can also do that, because just in case there's some noise, you can apply noise reduction apps to it, so that it can also listen to a blank kind of space. What I mean is, there's no playing being done yet, so it's still just the or maybe something else. Maybe there's the aircon running, or electric fan, and you forgot to turn it off, and you're doing really well, and that's quite disappointing to realize. So that's why I suggest you extend a little bit before you really play. That's also one thing that I learned through experience. After recording the keyboard part, I usually put a beat on top of that so that I can feel how it goes and be more creative in adding some of the other instruments. So we have the 88 core Kit Electro 127 beats per minute drum kit. So I'm going to drag that here and try to put it on where I want it to start. Let's try playing this 2 tracks. This, by the way, is a MIDI track, so you can also we still use MIDI tracks because this is a MIDI data. Okay, I can feel that the speed or the tempo is quite slow. Let's just change the tempo to 77, so it will be more lively, more like a boy band kind of beat. Okay, I can also feel that the volume is quite loud, the drum kit's volume, so I'm going to lower the volume of the drum kit. I can also explore in your own sound or recording software the parameters for volume and other kinds of stuff. So now I lower that. So let's start again. Alright, now the cool thing about the MIDI clips is that you can extend it more. Now I just drag that and just keep on playing the rhythm. It's very cool now, sounds very cool. Alright. Okay, let's add some bass, and this time we'll go back to the KP110 and choose some bass sounds. I chose finger bass, which is 144 here. You just have to type the number or just scroll through the up and down arrow. So I already chose the finger bass, so it's good to go. That's my finger bass sound coming from the KP110 keyboard. So it's just very straightforward. I chose this audio track here as the bass. We can also put bass label. We can label this one bass and then label the other one piano or keyboard. Then of course label this one as drum. But for now, since it's only 3 instruments, of course I can recall where they are. So I'm going to move straight to recording. So here we go. not really to play it all throughout, so it won't take time. So all these sounds except the drum kit came from the KP110 via channeling it through the audio interface. It all came through the audio interface and connected back to my laptop. Next step, I'm going to put some vocals. It's going to take more than a kiss. It will be tiring, then our strokes will be holding on to each other's hands, even more tighter than before. So that's how to record via audio. So have fun making your composition. See you next time.